I'm here at the Vigil for Seth RICH, who was gunned down last Sunday tragically on the neighborhood of Bloomingdale. Yet one more tragic death to gun violence. Very, very sad. The neighborhood has come together to grieve and to pay respect to this young man that was only 27 years old, originally from Nebraska. And the community is coming together. This is in the neighborhood of Bloomingdale, where everybody's just devastated about this death.
Seth RICH Evidence has lived to the fullest of his 27 years. Seth RICH's life was devoted to help making the world a better place. He was devoted to ensuring that every American We thank God for having been able to know him, for having had the privilege of working with him, and we just cannot extend our appreciation enough to this community and to know that these leaders are going to make sure that we never allow and that we make changes so that there are no more settlements. It doesn't have anything to do with the color of your skin. There is no one who should fear their life walking on any street in the city, walking with their own point in president's country. And that's what we all have to come together as a nation, community by community, neighborhood by neighborhood, to scream. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My name is I didn't know Seth RICH I saw him come and go. And it breaks my heart that I saw him come and go, and now we're sorry. It breaks my heart that he left me the way he did. According to my beliefs, things happen for a reason. And I too believe that this is everybody. I agree with the gentleman on many points. I think the Civic Association would be a great place to be on Monday to talk about how we make a change. But for now, I'd like to say that I think the message or the reason or the cause for some things to happen may be for a better cause. And maybe it's so that we as neighbors can start looking out for each other a little better. We can rely on the police. Yeah. Let's get to know each other without this.
Yeah, did any of the other friends and coworkers want to come up and say something? Don't be scared to move your way towards the front. I know it's a big group.
Hey, can everyone hear me? Yeah. All right, a little louder. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
My name is Justin Snyder. I've known Seth now for a few years. I met him through friends whose faces I see in the crowd here today, and a lot of faces I don't recognize, and that's amazing. I've been thinking about what I wanted to say here, and I couldn't really come up with any coherent thoughts. So, in no particular order, thank you for coming out. Thank you for being neighbors and friends and colleagues and coworkers to a wonderful human being who was taken from us far too soon by a senseless act. From what we know, with reporting, there's no witnesses, there's no suspects, and I hope that that changes. And I hope that justice is brought not only to Seth and his family, but to the hundreds of thousands of families across this country who suffer every single year from senseless acts of violence. There's no suspects, but I think there are a lot of witnesses here to Seth's life, to his passion, to his work, to his community, to the Humane Society that he volunteered at. He has touched more lives than I could have possibly imagined, and this is evidence of that. I'm not sure what else to say. I'm still in shock. But thank you for coming out. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Councilman McDuffie, to Chairwoman Debbie Wasserman-Schultz. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
I just wanted to say a quick thing that I was there when he got shot, and they walked him past me so I could see him and identify him if I knew him in the neighborhood. And the police officer said he didn't even know he was shot. So if it gives you any comfort, I don't think he had any pain physically. So that helps.
Seth and I worked together. He was very proud of his Jewish upbringing in the Omaha Jewish community. And what we in the Jewish faith at these times, we offer a prayer for the dead, and I thought it might be appropriate. And I'll chant the prayer in Hebrew and then read it in English. שוכן במרומים, עמסה במנוחה נכונה, תחת כנפי השכינה, במעלות קדושים ותרים, כזוהר הרקיע המזהירים, את נשמת Seth Rich, שהלך לעולמו. אנא בעל הרחמים, הסירנו בסתר שנפתך לעולמים. וצרור בצרור החיים את נשמתו. אדוני הוא נחלתו, ונוחו בשלום את משכבו. ונאמר אמן. God, full of compassion, whose presence is over us, grant perfect rest beneath the shelter of your presence, with the holy and pure on high, who shine as the lights of heaven, to Seth Rich, who has gone to his everlasting home. Source of mercy, cover him in the shelter of your wings forever, and bind his soul into the gathering of life. It is God who is his heritage. May he be at peace in this place of rest. Amen. Amen.
So we were thinking that maybe it would be a good idea. Someone mentioned earlier how important it is for us to get to know more of our neighbors and more of our community. I think that goes along with the statement of regret of not having had the opportunity to have met Seth. So it seems like this might be an appropriate time to take a few minutes and meet some folks that we haven't met yet. We'll stay here as long as folks want to say. If someone else wants to say something, certainly grab our attention. We can gather again, but not lose this opportunity to really serve our community. So we just kind of say hello.
Your neighbor, say hello.
Like I said, and there's also the note cards. Please don't forget those. I know his parents would love them, so
We will make sure.
thank you.
So this is at the, I'm here at the vigil for Seth Rich, who was killed on Sunday, this past Sunday. No one knows, there's no motive, nobody knows, there's no suspect, nobody knows why they did it, there's no motive. Basically just somebody coming home late at night to what appears to be a safe neighborhood and being gunned down for no reason at all. There was a very good showing from his neighbors here in the Bloomingdale neighborhood in Northwest DC. The chairwoman of the DNC, Debbie Wasserman Shorts, showed up. The council member for Ward 5, which is where Bloomingdale is, Kenny McDuffie is also here, and a few others showed up. But basically the community coming together to pay tribute to an incredible young man that was only 27 years old that was killed for no apparent reason. He is a native of Nebraska. Apparently lived in D.C. only about 2 years. Came to D.C. to pursue his dreams, to help people, worked at the DNC, registering people to vote, basically. And today, he's no longer with us. And it's all due to this ongoing challenge that the nation has with gun violence. So we don't want to politicize this, but we know what the response is, that we need more gun control. But anyways, just very, very sad that this young man is no longer with us today for no apparent reason other than walking home on Sunday night. A good crowd, about a few hundred people showed up to pay tribute, some of them co-workers, others just neighbors that know him. I actually walked in with a neighbor, somebody that knew him, and was telling me what a great young man this was. They wanted to make a difference. So the crowd now is just talking, the neighbors are just talking, comforting each other, and getting through this other act of violence that that's going throughout the nation. Just a terrible, terrible situation. There is the DNC chair, Debbie Wasserman Shorts, who spoke earlier and gave her condolences to the neighbors and co-workers. And we also heard from Kenny McDuffie, the council member from Ward 5, who is also here in the crowd. There's also a little bit of media press here, people who want to cover this event. But basically, this young man was just gunned down while he was coming home. He was 27 years old, has been living in the Bloomingdale neighborhood of Washington about 2 years. His name is Seth Rich. It's just a terrible, terrible day for his family, his co-workers, his neighbors, and really everybody. Because to have somebody so young with so much aspiration be taken away like that is just devastating to his family, to his friends, neighbors, co-workers. Very, very sad day here. But people are comforting each other and seeing what they can do to ensure that they're safe when they come into their neighborhood. As of right now, there's no suspect. Nobody knows a motive. There's no reason why this man was gunned down. It's basically just somebody who is walking late on Sunday night, and for no reason at all. Apparently there may have been an attempt to rob him, but that isn't clear. Just a terrible situation. There is the DNC chair, Debbie Wasserman Shorts, who made it to the tribute and the vigil here to say a few words to comfort the neighbors and the co-workers, the family. Some of them may be here also. Just terrible. And the news are here too, the media. Here's Kenny McDuffie talking. I see what's going on in the street. And I just say it's just something. Oh, fine. Hey, how you doing? Kenny McDuffie talked earlier to the crowd. On Monday, we have the meeting, and let's not go ahead. This is dedicated. But basically, just this is basically all the neighbors and the community coming together to pay their respect to who appears to have been a very, very decent young man who wanted to do nothing but help make the world a better place. And tonight, we're basically saying goodbye to him. Large crowd, the entire neighborhood pretty much showed up. The head of the DNC still here. She's talking to friends and neighbors of Seth. And a lot of people brought candles to honor him. And many of them spoke of all the good that he had done.
How are you?
Basically signing postcards now.
Michael, and it's your partner? Ben? Oh, okay, nice meeting you.
I'm so sorry for your daughter.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm okay. She's the one that I'm trying to control.
I'm Italian, so I'm used to not leave anything.
So a community is coming together to honor a young man that was gunned down on Sunday at around 4 a.m. as he was coming home. This is in the Bloomingdale neighborhood of Northwest Washington, D.C., part of what is called Ward 5. It's supposed to be a fairly safe community. People here are pretty close. They know most people that live in the community. And tonight they're coming together to honor a young man that was 27, Seth. Seth was worked at the DNC, and he came from Nebraska about 2 years ago, hoping to make a difference, hoping to change the world. And tonight, for now, he's not going to be able to impact the world the way he wanted to. But I'm sure that his legacy will live on, because I know he was able to touch a lot of people. Because there was a lot of testimony here given about him and his great work and what a great neighbor he was. His co-workers talked about him, and they gave a testament of what a great young man this was. And his vision, he was working at the DNC, basically registering people to vote, because he believed passionately that everybody should have the right to vote. That's what he was doing. He came to D.C. to work, doing that work that was so important to him. And tonight, we are basically saying goodbye to him.
I just was at the nation, and like I walked in, and like Kelly walked in like 10 minutes after me, and like, oh, I'm sorry, and they were ruining your vacation. And I was like, I thought they were going to talk about the conference.
And his rabbi of his community is a childhood friend. He comes from the area. I've known him since I was 12. And so there's just a lot of connections there. And I actually like that.